What is the average lifespan of a hearing aid? How long they really last? Hearing aids will last for many years if they're looked after, but they're likely to need a repair between 3 to 7 years depending on the level of care they receive from the wearer. Here are the full steps to protecting your hearing aids. It's worth making a note of the end of your warranty, usually 5 years, because your audiologist can send them off to be repaired for free. This could extend their life for a further 7 years if they're looked after. How long do hearing aids last on average? Hearing aids last on average around 5 years. If they are not handled with care, then this could be much lower. However, if cleaned regularly and checked annually, they may see 7 years. Some types may not last as long as others though, which is explained in the next section. How long do different types of hearing aids last? Behind-the-ear hearing aids last 5 to 7 years, which is the longest period of all types, because important components aren't subjected to moisture and wax inside the ear. Receiver and canal hearing aids last 3 to 7 years, which is shorter than behind-the-ear hearing aids, because the receiver is inside the ear. As with BTEs, anything outside of the ear would last longer, but the wire and speaker are positioned inside the ear with moisture and wax. In-the-ear hearing aids last 3 to 5 years, which is shorter than behind the ear and receiver and canal, because the whole device is fitted inside the ear. This makes it far more susceptible to damage from a buildup of wax, and requires more regular maintenance from the user. Completely in-canal hearing aids last 3 to 5 years, similar to in-the-ear because their components fit in the ear, which means they're constantly bombarded with moisture from inside the ear, and wax. Without care and regular maintenance, all types of hearing aids will struggle to function after a few years. Read on to learn how you can ensure that your hearing aids last as long as possible. Which factors affect how long a hearing aid lasts? Hearing aid lifespan factors will affect how long they last, and while some are unavoidable, it's important to know what's contributing to wear and tear. Below is a list of all factors that will affect a hearing aid's longevity. Daily wear time. Exposure to moisture or sweat. Cleaning and maintenance habits. Hearing aid style. Physical damage. Battery type and life. And device quality and type. Daily wear time. Like anything, the more you use it, the more wear and tear it will receive. However, this is unavoidable for most, as the benefit of improved hearing far outweighs the lifespan of the device. Exposure to moisture or sweat. Water, dust and sweat can enter the tiny gaps in the device to eventually corrode internal components. Sleeves can help to protect hearing aids, and even waterproof models are available for those in particularly wet or dusty environments. Cleaning and maintenance habits. It's easy to forget basic cleaning and maintenance for hearing aids, but ensuring that these are done on a regular basis will considerably extend the lifespan. Hearing aid style. Behind-the-ear devices are exposed to wax and sweat far less than those sitting in the ear canal, resulting in a longer life. Physical damage. Damaging anything at all will reduce a lifespan, especially something as small and delicate as a hearing aid. Battery type and life. Disposable batteries are thrown away when they stop working, but rechargeable batteries will have a lifespan of 4 to 5 years and will need to be replaced whether your hearing aids are still functional or not. Device quality and type. All hearing aids are made of plastic, metal, silicon and polymers which degrade over time. This is why it's important to choose a brand that's known for its quality. Your audiologist will be able to advise here. How often should you replace a hearing aid? Most people upgrade for better technology, rather than a pair of hearing aids that no longer work. If looked after well, you should be able to see 5 to 7 years out of the same pair, with free repairs within the warranty to help. Technology will have advanced a lot within that period, so it's tempting to take advantage of the next best thing. However, some hearing aids are built so well that you never feel the need to change. This is when you will see the end of the life for your helpful little friends, which may completely fail before you're ready to move on. For most people, when should you replace a hearing aid? Is simply when the technology beckons them. Stay tuned for issues to look out for. When is it time to replace your hearing aid? You may need to replace your hearing aid when experiencing the issues below. Frequent repairs. Poor sound quality. Whistling or distortion. No longer meets your hearing needs. Bear in mind that whistling could be the result of earwax, so ensure that you have used eardrops thoroughly, or seen a professional for earwax removal before considering this and replacement issue. How can you make hearing aids last longer? If you look after your hearing aids, they'll look after you. Adhering to the list below will ensure that you see the maximum lifespan that your current hearing aids will allow. Daily cleaning. Replace wax guards. Proper storage. Regular professional checkups. Daily cleaning. Clean with a wet face wipe every night when removing them before sleep, ensuring that no wax is left behind. Replace wax guards. Replace the wax guard on a monthly basis, or sooner if wax buildup covers half of the opening. Proper storage. Purchase a dehumidifier and leave the battery open overnight to allow moisture to escape. Regular professional checkups. Visit an audiologist annually for a checkup to ensure that your hearing hasn't deteriorated and the hearing aid software is up to date. Do hearing aids become outdated before they stop working? Yes. Technology advances a few years faster at 3 to 5 years than the average hearing aid stops working. This means that new models will have better features and abilities before yours breaks. Features will constantly evolve, such as noise reduction to remove background noise for conversations, Bluetooth connectivity to listen to devices around the home, and processing speed to quickly adapt to different noises and much more. Is it better to repair or replace an old hearing aid? If the repairs are minor, such as a broken tube or battery hinge, then yes, it's better to repair an existing hearing aid than buy new ones. However, more complex issues will result in expensive repairs that wouldn't be far off the cost of a new pair with improved technology. Check the warranty details to see if you qualify for a free repair before buying new hearing aids. Frequently asked questions. How many years does a hearing aid usually last? The average is 3 to 7 years for all types of hearing aid. However, behind-the-ear hearing aids last longer because they're not subjected to moisture and earwax, like in the ear or completely in canal hearing aids. Can a hearing aid last longer than 7 years? Yes, usually behind-the-ear hearing aids though, as the receiver isn't located in the ear like other types. Therefore, they're not subjected to moisture and earwax. They should also be looked after extremely well at home with annual checkups from an audiologist. Do more expensive hearing aids last longer? Yes, these are usually built using higher quality materials and more resistant to moisture and earwax. They still need to be looked after well and inspected by an audiologist each year though. How long do hearing aid batteries last? Small yellow tab batteries usually last 3 to 7 days, but larger ones last 9 to 20 days. To see batteries last longer, only use them when necessary. Be in warmer temperatures and avoid streamless audio from other devices. Does insurance cover hearing aid replacement? Yes, insurance companies will usually cover hearing aids on a home and contents policy, rather than medical cover. Loss, theft or damage is standard, just make sure to declare them specifically when speaking to your insurance company.